Alright, HadesOmega here, and I'm doing a video on how to clean your K&N cabin filter. It's a little different than the air filter. The air filter is right there in the front, but I'll show you how to do it on the 2nd gen Prius right here. But it's pretty much should be the same for all the cars, so long as you can get the filter out. So the first step is to take the filter out. Right? So take the cabin filter out on a Prius is quite easy. Just get on the passenger side. You open the glove box here, and then there's some little tabs here. See, you just squeeze the glove box inward, and then there's hard to see, but there's a little dampener here, dampener rod. You just pull that out like that, easy. Boom, comes out. And you might want to take some of your stuff out of the glove box, like this big Overlord book here, and then it gives you access to the little filter assemblies here. And then to take it out is there's a little there's like a kind of a latch here that connects to this little horn dealy here. Just lift up on it. I think there's another. Okay, so you lift up on that, and then there's one on the, there's a latch you have to undo on each side here. You kind of just press it in, and it'll unlock it. Where is it? Here. So press it in and pull out a little bit. It's easier if you do it with two hands than I'm doing it with one hand. So I'm just like undoing one each at a time. So take it out and marvel at how dirty your cabin filter is. Yeah. So my car is parked on the street, and it's the fall time right now, so there's a lot of leaves and stuff. So let me just go ahead and you can probably just put this back up a little bit. So okay, let's just put that back up there. Take your filter out. Alright, so what I've opted to do is you should clean these every 10,000 miles, or you should like inspect them every time you do your oil change or something. But I change the oil every 5,000 miles on this car, so I do this every 2 oil changes. I'm going to clean the filter. As you can see, it's pretty filthy right now. It is pretty gross. So what you want to do, first step in the cleaning it is you want to dislodge anything that's any kind of foreign objects embedded into it, so like these leaves and stuff. So let's put it on this pile of leaves here. And a good thing to do when you get the big stuff out is to just tap it. Also, yeah, so you see how much stuff comes out of there? Well, you're already doing a pretty good job cleaning it. Look at all that stuff coming out of there. It's just dust, so I mean, if you're in a garage, you probably don't want to do that, but here in the open world, it can go wherever it wants. Okay, so we got the majority of the dirt out. So to take the filter out, you basically gotta squeeze the filter so it comes out from these tangs here. Like that. Boom. Slide it out. You may want to take note. I know you may want to take note what side is the part on top and the part on bottom. What I might do is I might get a silver pen. Well, obviously you can tell which side is the top and the bottom. The top part was the dirty part. Oh, hey kitty, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, so it's dirty on the top, so obviously the dirty air comes in from the top and goes to the bottom, gets sucked through the top, and then the bottom part is clean. So as you can see, the K&N filter has been doing a good job of filtering that stuff out, and I'm glad for that. I don't want to be inhaling all that crap. So yeah, so there it is. So you've taken it out of the little tray. You may want to wipe the dust off of the tray. You can see it's some of it's kind of getting around it, and yeah, just take note which one is the top and the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a silver marker, and I'm gonna mark like up somewhere, and then I'm pretty sure you can flip it around like that, but yeah, and I think when you install it, it doesn't matter what side you do it, but I would just say like figure out which one is the top and the bottom, so you install it the same way every time. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. But when you install it again, just take note of these little marks here, these indentations they made. They're made so they clear these here. So it's pretty dummy proof. You can't install this wrong as long as you match that up. So just go ahead and keep on banging that on something. Get that dirt out. Just flop it around. Try not to hit it too hard. You may bend it. But that is really dirty. That is way dirtier than the air filter. I'll tell you that. We'll take a look at the air filter in a minute. But so I've opted to clean the cabin filter the same time I clean the air filter. So that's a quick way to get some dirt off of it. And then we're gonna use the K&N. Okay, I'll be cleaning this at the same time, but I have a K&N engine air filter, and yeah, you can see it's not nearly as dirty as this guy here. So yeah, that cabin filter needs a lot of attention. Okay, HadesOmega here. I apologize. It's getting dark pretty fast. It's winter time. So I'm trying to knock out the cleaning part before it gets too dark. So here's the filter that we took out, and I did a pretty good job dislodging all the loose stuff in there. There's like a feather in here. So here's the stuff that you use to clean it with. You don't use the regular K&N air filter cleaning stuff. There's an actual kit for the K&N cabin filter. So it's called a refresher kit. Washable cabin. It's a K&N refresher kit for washable cabin air filters. So there you go. This is a washable cabin air filter. I got it on Amazon. I haven't seen these in any like auto parts stores. So Amazon has them, and I think they were. I think it was around 20 bucks. But I'll put a subtitle below right now. How much I paid for it. The price probably fluctuates. So it looks like it's pretty easy. Basically, you spray on the cleaner. You rinse the filter, and then you apply the refreshener. It's pretty much the same steps as cleaning the K&N air filter. Yeah, so let's see what's in the box. So it's the part number for this is pound 99-6000. So there you go. Pound 99er-6000. There you go. It says it's 10-year warranty and 100,000 miles. They stand by their products. So let's see what's in the box. So what's in the box is a K&N cleaner. That's K&N cleaner, and I guess the other one must be the refresher. Yes, okay, that's the refresher. So this is kind of like the cleaner for the K&N air filter, and this is kind of like the oil, but it's not an oil. It's I don't really know what it does, but it refreshes your air filter. Hopefully, it makes it smell like roses inside. So, all right, is there any kind of instructions? Yes, there are. Also, it comes with instructions. There you go. So it comes with this sheet of paper here, and we'll follow it. Like I said, I've never actually done this before, but it looks pretty simple. We'll tackle it together. So first, you got to remove the air filter. We did that, and then remove the. Oh, we'll just read along. Actually, let's go read the introduction here. When your cabin air filter gets dirty, the filter can be cleaned and reused. K&N recommends servicing your cabin air filter every 12 months or 12,000 miles. So I'm doing it 10,000 miles. You can see how dirty it was. I think I think you should, like, whenever you do an oil change, just take it out and inspect it, you know, and like tap off all the loose stuff, because you can see, like, depending on where you park your car, your filter may be really dirty. Where you park it and where you drive it, basically. Like if you live in the desert where it's dusty all the time, yeah, it's gonna need cleaning a lot more. But yeah. So best of all, the air filter comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Servicing your K&N air filter is simple. Just follow the 6 steps. Okay, so the first step we already did is to remove the filter. Remove the K&N cabin air filter from the cabin air filter housing and or cabin air filter tray. Alright, so we've already done that. There it is. And handling with care, remove loose dirt and debris from the filter by tapping it with your hand or against a hard surface. So I did that, and you saw I used the garbage can as the hard surface. And then we applied the cleaner now. So it's fairly clean. I don't think you clean it anymore. So we spray a generous amount of K&N's specially formulated cabin air filter cleaner. Here's the even give you the part number for it. Part number 99-0650. So if it's good to know that part number just in case you still have a lot of refresher left and you just need to buy more cleaner. You ran out of cleaner. So you can see they said they use ample amounts, so that's why they said that's why the cleaner bottle is much bigger. And onto both sides of the filter with a majority of it applied to the dirty side. Allow the cleaner to soak in for 10 minutes. Do not allow the cleaner to dry on the cabin air filter. So there you go. So we're going to spray it. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to leave it on this wheel here. This is actually what I use to dry my filters. I use an old motorcycle wheel. This one is all bent up and busted up, so it doesn't matter. I don't care if it gets all messed up. So yeah, so there's the filter. I laid it onto there. Let's get our cleaner. Let me shake it a little bit. I don't think you have to, but it's probably just soap in the bottle. But all right, and then just spray it. And they said the side that's dirty is the one that you want to spray the most on. Just make sure you make it so it looks wet, you know. And it's pretty cold today, so I don't think it'll. It won't dry so fast. It's not very dry today. Okay, that looks like enough. And I'm gonna turn it over and do the other side. Not so much on this side, just kind of just wet it. Make sure you get all the pleats and everything. Just go through it like a little methodical pattern. Oh, spray bottle is kind of hard to use. Okay. Alright, and then just leave it there for 10 minutes. So, I don't know, it's 17:10 right now, so at 17:20 we'll come back and we'll rinse it. Okay, so we're on step 3. Step 3 is rinse filter. Rinse off the filter element with cool or warm, not hot water, from the clean side out in order to flush out the dirt out of the filter. So you flush it from the clean to the dirty side. It may be necessary to use your fingers on the hose to apply light water pressure. Repeat steps 2 and 3 until the water flowing through the media is completely clear of any dirt and debris. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes, so it's time to go rinse it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a garden hose. We're gonna spray it. So what you want to do first is spray it from the dirty side. From the clean side to the dirty side first. That way it forces the dirt out the dirty side. So here we go. Okay, so and then flip it over and marvel at how clean it is now. It's still a little dirty, but let's keep on doing it. Keep on rinsing it if it still looks dirty. Try to really get into the pleats and now let the water pressure do the work. There it is. Looks pretty clean. So all we have to do is just rinse this side one more time. And look at that. So you remember how dirty it was before, right? It is not so dirty anymore. It's brand new. So now all you have to do is we have to dry it. Just shake off as much of the water as you can. So what I don't like about cleaning this K&N filters is that you can't drive your car for the rest of the day. You have to wait for this to dry. The best way to dry these are to I think is to just leave it in the car on a hot day and it'll dry right away. But you should just really let it naturally dry, you know, air dry. But that's what I like to do. I like to just tap all the water off, and then I just leave it on this wheel here to dry. And I'm probably just gonna leave that overnight. I'm not gonna drive the car the rest of the day. And then I can now clean my my air filter now. Okay, step 4. So step 4 is dry. After rinsing, gently shake off excess water. Allow filter to dry naturally for 20 to 30 minutes. The filter does not need to be completely dry and can be slightly damp before moving to the next step. But personally, I wait till it's completely dry. So what I'm gonna wind up doing is I'm just gonna let it sit overnight until it's dry. Maybe I'll take it inside the house where it's warmer. It's cold today, so it's gonna take a long time for it to dry. So on a warm, dry day, it'll be okay. Since we're still cleaning it, one thing to do before you put the filter back in is to clean the tray. The tray can collect some dust, so just go ahead and get like a wet napkin or something, or a piece of cloth, and wet it down, and then just wipe all the dust off. So just kind of wipe the little skeleton here, the cage. See, it's nice and clean now. You want to get this around the edges here. See right there. Maybe get like a screwdriver so you can clean the edges. See how much cleaner that is now. So just keep on doing that for the rest of the filter, tray, and then just let everything dry. Okay, HadesOmega here. It's the next day. The filters are in my garage and it was pretty cold, so they're not like super dry, or they're really cold. So this is the best way I've seen to dry the filters, is to put them in the car, you know, and let the sun dry them, you know, because it's kind of like the car turns into like a bit of an oven, you know. So that's a good way to dry the filters. Just leave them in the car, you know, and let the sun dry it. So that's what I've done. And then we'll put it in. All right. So yeah, all that's left to do is oil the new filter, or put the refresher on the cabin filter. But I'm cleaning the air filter at the same time, so it's a 2-in-1 deal. Yeah. Get 2 things done for one thing, right? Okay, it's here. So our filter is nice and dry now, and so we're gonna go put it back in. So the next step is so after we finish drying it, we're going to refresh it. So apply K&N Cabin Air Filter Refresher, part number 99-0660, onto the cabin air filter element. Apply liberally so the entire area of the cabin filter media is treated. So pretty much just spray it. Just spray it and then spray both sides until it's like pretty wet. I've never used this stuff before, so I'm gonna wear gloves. For the air filter, the engine air filter, I definitely wear gloves because that oil is pretty nasty to get on your skin. Got my gloves on, and we're gonna go. I don't know if you have to shake this or anything, but I'll give it a little shake. What I'm gonna do is put it on, just so you guys can see. So I'm holding the camera. put it on one of these buckets here. Put it on one of these buckets here, and then we'll spray away. So you can kind of see what the refresher stuff looks like. Pretty much how you spray the filter. What's the word? It's pretty much how you sprayed the cleaning solution on. Same way. So I think this is the dirty side. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it says up there, so you can faintly see it. It says to liberally spray it. I think if you give a good spray for both sides, I think that should do it. It's not good to put too much, but I know this isn't really an oil. I don't really know what it is. Yeah, it doesn't seem like an oil. It's like I don't know. It's just like I have no idea what this is. It's not an oil. It's a liquid of some sorts. All right, so there it is. I can tell you what it smells like. I don't know. It kind of smells like some kind of rubber or plastic. All right. So one good thing to do is wipe the excess stuff off. So I'll go and do that real quick. I got a napkin. Here. Okay, I got a napkin here. And hopefully you guys can see this, but I'm just gonna wipe the edges of the cabin filter dry, so there's not too much excess, you know. That should do it. And then go ahead and put it on the tray. Next is the reinstall part. That's pretty easy. Let's go, just read it real quick. So it's number 6, reinstall. Reinstall the cabin air filter into the filter housing or tray. Follow the original installation instructions that were provided with your K&N cabin filter. It's pretty easy. So you got to put it back on the little tray here. What are these up? This is the one this is the up portion. So basically it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter which way you put it, but there is a certain way to install this. On the Prius, there's these little notches here, and you put the notches, you line the notches up with these little tangs here. So kind of like that. Just put it in there, and then you kind of have to like distort the tray a little bit so it'll fit in there. Just try to get it in there somehow. Okay. Just put this one back. So it is quite a bit more work than doing than just buying a new cabin filter, but these cabin filters aren't cheap. Yeah. Okay. So there it is. It's on the tray and it's ready to put back in. Go ahead and open up. If you close the glove box, go ahead and undo it again. Let's take everything out. Did I put everything back? Where's the? Oh yeah, this is the lid. Duh. All right. Slide it back in there. So there is on the Prius, there's a little arrow here, and it says up, and it says Toyota here. So you just want to make sure everything, you put everything back the way it's supposed to. So you can read the Toyota logo, and it says up, and it says Denso here. If it was upside down, the Toyota would be upside down. Boom, there it is. Slide it in, and then make sure you hook it up on this thing again. Press on the left and press on the right, and there it is. It's installed. Good to go. So that is how to oh yeah, and then obviously you want to put your car back together. So go ahead and put the little dampener thingy, dampener rod back in, and then squeeze the glove box so it won't go in again. There you go. Install. So that's how you do it on a second gen Toyota Prius. That's a 2004 to 2009 Toyota Priuses, the second gen. As long as you know how to do it on your specific model car, it's pretty much the same process for all of them. How to clean it anyways. It's very similar to cleaning that thing, except you don't use this oil. You use the you use that spray stuff, the refresher, because I guess you don't want that nasty oil blowing around in the cabin. So there you go. That's how you do it. HadesOmega out. Hope you learned something. Yeah, like I said, it's a good idea to get a reusable cabin filter. You saw how dirty it was. I should probably clean it more often, you know. Depending on where you live, you probably want to clean it more often, you know. It's good to keep contaminants out of the air, and especially it's good to have around allergy season. I'll tell you that. It keeps captures all the pollen, you know. And like I said, the cabin filters aren't cheap. They're probably around 20 bucks or something, probably more than 20 bucks to put a new cabin filter in, when you can just keep on cleaning it. It's should supposedly last the life of the car. All right. K&N, good stuff. HadesOmega out.